In this lesson we're going to again look at multiplying out brackets, but we're going to have an additional part here to collect terms together. As you can see in the first example, there's more than just the multiplying of the brackets out. We've got this takeaway 5 to deal with. And you can see in the other examples it's slightly more complicated than the ones we've been doing. So this is how we do it. Firstly, you deal with the bracket part exactly the same as we did in the last lesson. You multiply the bracket by 2. You'll notice that the 5 is not multiplied by the 2. We don't have this red bit going to the 5. So we'll multiply the bracket out first. 2 times x is 2x, plus 2 times 7 is 14. And then you just write the takeaway 5 down at that point. Now, we can now simplify this because we've got two numbers. We've got 14 and a takeaway 5. And 14 takeaway 5 is 9, so we can rewrite this as 2x plus 9. And that's your collecting like terms part in the title. Okay, in the second example, we'll do the same idea. Multiply the bracket by 3, again noting that the 2m has not been multiplied by the 3. So 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times m is 3m, and then we put the plus 2m down. Now this time we can see that the like terms are the m's. We don't have another number to add to this, but we've got 3m plus 2m, and that comes to 5m. So we can rewrite that as 5m plus 3. Now just to note, if you put 3 plus 5m, that would also be correct. Okay, looking at the next example, the mistake people usually make in this one is they add the 10 and the 4 and they get 14 and try and multiply the bracket by 14. This is not the case. You could rewrite this as 4 bracket y plus 2 and then a plus 10 at the end. But the way to deal with this, that I would advise, is write the 10 down and then multiply the bracket by the 4. So 4 times y is 4y, 4 times 2 is 8. You can then see we've got some numbers that we can collect up. We've got a 10 and a plus 8. So that goes to 4y plus 18. Okay, 2 to go. Now in this one we've got brackets multiplied by 4 and then another bracket multiplied by 2. So we just multiply the first bracket as we would normally, and you do 4 times p, which is 4p, plus 4 times 3, which is 12. You have a plus 2p, because 2 times p is 2p, and then 2 times 1 and a takeaway is 2. We now have to collect terms that are the same, so you can see we can add the 4p and the 2p, and that's going to give us 6. And then if you look at the 12 and take away 2, that's going to give you a plus 10. So that's what you get there, plus 10. It's important to take note of that takeaway. Some people think 12 add 2 and they get the right 14 here, but that's 12 take away 2. Okay, last one. So what we want to do here is multiply the brackets out in the middle but leave everything else alone. Sort of like your BODMAS if you like. So we leave 5x there and you leave your minus 2x there. Just multiply the bracket in the middle. So 6 times x is 6x, 6 times 2 is 12. You can then collect up your like terms. So we've got 5x plus 6x, that's 11. And then you've got to take away 2. So 11 take away 2 is 9x. 9x's, and then you've just got your plus 12.